How's it going, everybody? This is Joey of Underage Packers. Today I have an interesting video on hand. We are going to be looking at the Packers 2021 schedule, and I will be giving you my list of their 5 toughest opponents in 2021. I shouldn't say schedule. We don't know the schedule yet, but we do know who they'll be playing. Now, I myself am the biggest proponent of how foolish it is to look at the schedule in March and be worried about who they have to play. You never know what can happen. The NFL is such a year-to-year league. I remember last year, everybody was so worried about how we're going to beat the 49ers. Heck, even after the draft, there was talk, oh my God, I don't think we are still not good enough to beat the 49ers. What are we ever going to do? And the 49ers was an odd case, but that's all the proof you need. You never know with the Buccaneers, which are going to be the big, scary piranha this year. You never know what's going to happen to them next year. They could have injuries. They could have Tom Brady go out there and play awful, although you should never really bet against Tom. But you never know what's going to happen. So I'm not going to say anything like the schedule is so big and scary. I'm just going to be giving you, right now, as of March 31st, my 5 toughest opponents. This upcoming year, the Packers have to face, which is widely considered the best division in football at this point, in the NFC West. They face the Rams and the Seahawks at home, which is where I'm going to start out my list. Look, the Rams, after they got Matthew Stafford, they had a great defense last year and aren't really losing too much outside of Brandon Staley. So how that affects them, we'll have to see. I'm not quite sure who they hired to replace Staley. If Matt Stafford can quickly get settled into Sean McVay's offense, if Cam Akers can take another step up, then they have another dimension on offense. Who knows what they can get in the draft. But on paper, as of right now, they have a lot of talent over there. It really all depends on how quickly Matthew Stafford eases in, because no matter what, that defense is going to be a scary force to be reckoned with. Back at Lambeau Field, though, a divisional round matchup. I wouldn't be surprised to see this as a primetime game, especially since Matthew Stafford, the storyline there. But it'll be a fun one no matter what happens. Then we also have the Seattle Seahawks, like I mentioned. I have no idea what's going to happen with Seattle. You heard the trouble surrounding Russ, all that drama. I don't know how much of it was built up for headlines or whatnot. But either way, you always know Russell Wilson is always going to be tough to face. Although he does suck at Lambeau Field most of the time. Pete Carroll, let's see what he has left in the tank. And they really struggled in their wild card game against the divisional opponent, so that was not a good showing for them. But I do think they have a lot of talent there as well. They did lose their cornerback Shaquille Griffin. However, they did re-sign Chris Carson, who is above average running back at best. So they definitely have a few holes to work out there, especially on the offensive line. We'll see what they come out with when it comes to 2021 in September. But either way, I think they should be a team to mark on the schedule for this year. Another home opponent is the Cleveland Browns, who made the playoffs for the first time in my lifetime last year in 2020. I really like what they got going on there. The former Minnesota Vikings offensive coordinator Kevin Stefanski, probably pronouncing it wrong. They had a pretty good draft last year, and now they have Baker Mayfield still working up. A great wide receiving core with Rashad Higgins, the younger star, and then you got Odell Beckham, hopefully coming back from an injury, Jarvis Landry, Nick Chubb, and Kareem Hunt, the best running back duo in the league at this point. Now that Jamal Williams is gone from Green Bay, now they have the best. And then on defense, they still have a few more things to work out, but they have quite a bit of talent, as I like to mention. So who knows if they might take the division this year with the Steelers pretty much out of the question. I have no idea how the Steelers went 11-5 last year. I don't know how they won that many games with Ben Roethlisberger as their quarterback. They have a great defense, but their offense is really questionable in Pittsburgh. So Cleveland at home in 2021. 2 more opponents to go, and it's going to be 2 AFC opponents. Let's start in the same AFC North division with the Baltimore Ravens away. This is going to be the first time Aaron Rodgers gets to face Lamar Jackson, so it should be exciting. I am not looking forward to having to deal with a mobile quarterback. That is what I just cannot stand when a quarterback can run. Cam Newton, I never wanted to face him, so maybe it's a good thing that we didn't have to get destroyed by them in the 2015 NFC Championship game. They have a great defense. They have a great young running back in J.K. Dobbins. The wide receiver position is their biggest problem as of now. They have Marquise Brown, who looks like he was taken too high, and then I literally don't think I could name any other wide receiver outside of that. They have Nick Boyle at tight end, a fan favorite from what I can tell. Trace McSorley, the GOAT, I forget the song, but Trace McSorley, a legend. But the Ravens having to go to M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore should be an interesting match. I do think the Packers are the better team as of now, but like I mentioned, you never know what can happen. This could also be replaced with the 49ers. It just really depends how they're able to adjust to the loss of Robert Saleh and all of that good stuff. But they have a lot of great young players on that defensive line. Nick Bosa, Solomon Thomas, they're always going to be a scary force for years to come as long as that front seven stays healthy. And finally, the obvious one, the Kansas City Chiefs just got announced yesterday that it is officially official that a 17th game will be added. One misconception that I've been seeing is that it will be played on this 18th week, which is false. It will be placed any week. So possibly they make this the season opener. I doubt that, though, having the Chiefs do it last year. But maybe the opening Sunday night game. Who knows? But it will, without a doubt, be a primetime game in Kansas City. I don't think I need to explain how good Kansas City is, even after that embarrassing showing in the Super Bowl. If they can fix whatever problems they had on the offensive line, I was surprised to see them release both their starting offensive tackles. But yeah, no matter what, they're going to be a scary offense with a defense that they can win games with, which was pretty much the Packers' MO as well last year. But Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes versus Aaron Rodgers, we're finally getting that matchup. I went to the Packers-Chiefs game back in 2019. It was a great time watching Matt Moore duel it out against Aaron Rodgers, and he actually played a pretty good game. But hopefully this time they both stay healthy, not only for the Packers' season's sake, but also for the fans' sake, for watching this great matchup between the two greatest quarterbacks in the game right now. That's all I got for you today. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know your list of the 5 toughest opponents the Packers have to face in 2021 and all that good stuff. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all of that social media, and I will see you later. As always, go Pack Go.